Good afternoon and welcome everyone. And thank you all for joining today's webinar on business opportunities in Jordan. My name is Neelkamal Anchan and I am India Coordinator for Global India Business Forum. Today we are meeting here to discuss and understand business and investment opportunities in Jordan. Before I go ahead, let me do the honors of welcoming on board Her Highness Kholut Sakaf, Minister of Investment, His Excellency Mr. Mohammad Alkayed, Ambassador of Jordan to India, His Excellency Michael Nazar, Board of Member of Jordanian Businessmen Association, and Dr. Jitendra Joshi, Founder and Global President, Global India Business Forum. As I said in the beginning, that the agenda today is divided into three parts. The first session will be the introduction of all the speakers. They will be having their speeches. Second session will be the presentation on investment opportunities in Jordan. And third session will be kept open for question and answer session. Before I begin, let me introduce you to Global India Business Forum. Global India Business Forum is an ISO 9001-2015 certified company that is creating and building a global business community for the prosperity of businesses globally. GIBF brings together business professionals from various segments, particularly Indian micro, small and medium enterprises, MSMEs, under one roof and provide them a platform to expand their businesses globally. The main objective of GIBF is to provide the untapped opportunities to MSMEs in more than 150 countries and at the same time creating jobs for the youth. Today, GIBF is one of the fastest growing network platforms in the world that has successfully connected businessmen from different countries and sectors on one platform and is raring to go for more. We at GIBF bridge a gap between demand for opportunities and the supply by conducting webinars and conferences. These webinars and conferences help ambassadors and consul generals of various countries shed light on several business opportunities their countries have in store for foreign investors. They will also help businessmen identify business opportunities that best suit them and shall help them come together on a platform. As a part of this initiative, today, GIBF, along with the Embassy of Jordan in India, has organized a webinar on investment opportunities in Jordan. We have with us on board from Jordan, Her Excellency Kholut Sakaf, Minister of Investment, HE Mr. Mohammad Alkayed, Ambassador of Jordan to India, and HE Michael Nazar, Board Member of the Jordanian Businessmen Association. Like I said, the objective is to help business persons from both the countries to do more and more businesses in various sectors. Welcome everyone once again. Now I leave this podium open for the welcoming remarks by Her Excellency Kholut Sakaf, the Ministry of Investment. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Good afternoon, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, and ladies and gentlemen. It gives me a great pleasure to be with you today, and I want to start by thanking the Global India Business Forum and Jordan Businessmen Association, as well as our ambassador, Jordanian ambassador, Mr. Mohammad Alkayed, and special thanks to His Excellency Ambassador Anwar, the Indian ambassador in Jordan, that he was not able to attend due to the short notice, but he sends his regards to everybody. Our meeting today is a step in the right direction for further advancement of our relations and carrying out broad-based cooperation on the basis of mutual benefit and commitments to common values. Jordan and India share an important partnership. A key foundation to that partnership is our economic relationship in trade and investment. Today, we trade $1.9 billion worth of goods annually, and many Indian companies invest in Jordan, creating hundreds of jobs, and especially in the mining sector. Indian investments in Jordan has reached $1.3 billion in high added value sectors. So you can see how important is this forum, and we want to increase it more. And I'd like to take this opportunity today to demonstrate the extraordinary potential that Jordan offers in different sectors to Indian businesses present with us today and the investment community at large. It is an opportunity to communicate our message loud and clear that Jordan is open for business. As we celebrate the centennial of the Kingdom of Jordan, we are proud of our history and accomplishments over the years, but above all, we are proud of our human capital, our people who made a lasting impact on so many important aspects and have excelled in so many fields. We in Jordan are well aware that investing in human capital development is investing in the future of our country. And Jordan's forward-looking and ambitious economic modernization vision 2033 focuses on high value-added sectors like ICT, logistics, tourism, healthcare, and also infrastructure continue to hold promise for Jordan. Over the past 2 decades, Jordan has succeeded in building the ICT sector. Tech giants such as Microsoft, Cisco, Oracle, and Oracle have established operations in Jordan. In addition to private companies, information technology outsourcing have expanded to serve the MENA region out of Jordan. While as in the tourism sector, Jordan offers a diversity of products and experiences, it is firmly anchored to some of the world's most unique and iconic archaeological, religious, therapeutic, and cultural sites such as Petra, Red Sea, and Wadi Rum. Taking advantage of emerging prospects in niche tourism segments, adventure, faith-based, and medical tourism is a winning ticket for investors. Jordan aspires to become a regional logistic hub, given its strategic location as a transit gateway between Europe and Arabian Gulf. Jordan's performance in attracting international private finance has been remarkable, especially in the infrastructure, renewable energy, transportation technology, and other sectors to sustainable development. The Ministry of pipeline of bankable projects that increase opportunities, includes opportunities in water, transportation, digital and education sectors. And Jordan has made progress in so many reforms in its economy and to the business environment in recent years, with the aim of transitioning into a more efficient economy, shifting toward export-led growth by creating a conducive business and investment environment. Recently, the government has established a Ministry of Investment. We're now 1 year old only, so we're a very new ministry, with the objective of fostering an attractive investment environment, formulating FDI policies while supporting businesses throughout their investment journey. It is an outcome of our commitment and conviction in positioning Jordan as investment destination. Earlier in October, the new investment environment law has been published in the official gazette. The new law has identified the privileges and the rights of investors, treating them fairly, equitably, transparently, and in accordance with the principle of rule of law and international standards and practices, in addition to a set of incentives, benefits, and exemptions that encourage investment in Jordan. My friends, today holds a promise for tomorrow, a promise of opportunity and growth. And I'm so delighted to welcome you to Jordan and optimistic for the prospect of the future. And I assure you that we will exert every effort to continue growing that relation. Thank you very much, and I look forward to discussions today. And I think we'll now move to other speeches. And then my Secretary General later on would do a presentation, Mr. Zahar Qatarli, His Excellency, on the more he will go into details on the investment law, on the incentives, and why to invest in Jordan. Thank you very much, and looking forward for this fruitful discussions.
Thank you, Her Excellency. Now, can I request His Excellency, Mr. Mohammad Alkayed, Ambassador of Jordan to India, to share his wisdom.
Good evening, everyone, Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, my friends here. It's my pleasure to participate in such important meeting today to explore the friendly relation and the investment aspects we have to offer in Jordan for such respected and respectful Indian companies that you are representing. I will try to be short as I can. I'm saying Jordan and India enjoy a long-lasting relationship on all levels, political, economic, cultural, etc., which forms a good base and foundation to enhance our economic and investment relationship and take it to a new level. In this regard, India, as the world pharmacy and the world food basket, in addition of being technological hub, represents a valuable partner for Jordan, which in return represents a safe and reliable country for any Indian investment or any other investment, as Her Excellency has just elaborated just now. On the other hand, the Jordanian embassy in Delhi has suggested to the Jordanian government to increase the amount of phosphate, which is the major export, Jordanian export to India, to increase the level of exporting Jordanian phosphate that we are selling currently to India. Furthermore, my embassy has recommended to trade Jordanian phosphate with Indian strategic goods, such as wheat, grain, rice, and etc. We hope that such a step will fulfill the interest of the two countries by establishing a food corridor for Jordan and India in return for agreed upon quantity of Jordanian phosphate, which is well known for its high quality. We expect this subject to be on top of the agenda during the visit of the Indian Foreign Ministry to Jordan next month. Finally, I'd like to assert once again the big potential and the great opportunities that both countries have in their attempt to increase their trade and take it to a new horizon. And I'm sure with such participants and very well-known participants and companies, we're going to reach some agreements on, and we'll witness increasing and the flow of Indian investment into Jordan. I hope this meeting will come up to this conclusion. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency, Mr. Mohammad Alkayed. Now I ask our founder and global president, Dr. Jitendra Joshi, to share his views on the meet today and his ideas and objectives of forming the entire forum. Sir, over to you.
Thank you so much, Neil. Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks to Madam Minister for joining from Jordan directly. Global India Business Forum is one of the fastest growing business networking forum in the world. And the main objective of the Global India Business Forum, how we can support the MSME sector all across the world, not just for the Indian MSME, but the global MSME sector. As you all aware, the micro, small and medium sector of any country, if it is strong, then the economy and the business is always strong in that particular country. And there are examples like maybe the Germany, China, Japan. These are good examples. Global India Business Forum started supporting the MSME sector in India and a different part of the world. The today's meeting is for the same reason, that Jordan and India is having really great relationship of business, and specifically in the year 21-22, I think we reached at the new heights. The annual growth is almost 60%. And here, this year, we are crossed almost $2.7 billion dollar business, actually, US dollar business we did. And in years to come, there are huge potential in the sectors what we are actually talking today, like the textile, the IT sector, chemical, fertilizer industry, travel and tourism. These are the areas where the huge potential Global India Business Forum has observed. And actually, we are started forming various business and cultural council for various countries. Till now, more than 26 countries council has already been formed. And when we visited the Jordanian embassy in Delhi recently, just 1.5 months back, and we are very happy that the embassy has given a very good response to us. That and today's meeting is definitely the result of that. That we are keen to have the India Jordan Business and Cultural Council to start with, and the sectors what I just specified, that we need to focus on these sectors where actually there are a lot of Indian businessmen, those who are very keen that they should come to the Jordan and for the investment opportunities in Jordan, maybe in the trading sector, maybe in the manufacturing sectors. There are small manufacturing units also can be established. Either or also the product which has been imported by India from Jordan. There is also the huge potential that Indian businessmen are very keen to go ahead with the flow of business. And I think we are connected with thousands of businessmen all across India, as India is the second largest population country in the world. And the size wise also it is huge. And economy wise, if you see, it is now the fourth largest economy in the world. And Global India Business Forum is supporting the vision of our Indian Prime Minister, that how we can support the MSME sector of each country. So I think the today's meeting will be definitely fruitful for that. Today there are some important businessmen from the different part of India has been already been joined in this particular forum through this webinar. This is just the start. And I think today we are very keen to listen from Jordanian side, what are the different businessmen opportunity in Jordan for the Indian businessman. And I think we want to take this forum ahead, and the conversion of business has to happen in time to come. And I welcome all of you once again on this particular forum to taking your time. And I think, Neil, we should start with the next session now. Thank you so much, all the businessmen, and Her Excellency joined from Jordan. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Joshi. Now, coming to a final speech of the first session, His Excellency Michael Nazar, Board Member of Jordanian Businessmen Association. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Your Excellencies, distinguished participants. First of all, I'm pleased to thank the Ministry of Investment for their kind invitation to be with you at today's meeting to talk about the investment opportunities available between Jordan and India. The Jordanian business community also appreciates the great efforts made by the embassies of both countries in strengthening joint relations and networking continuously between businessmen from Jordan, from both sides. Jordan has a long-term economic tie with India, since our two countries enjoy excellent historical relations. Also, the private sector relations between the two sides are constantly developing, so that the economic relations between the two countries have moved forward since the two sides signed a trade agreement in 1976. Over the years, bilateral trade has grown rapidly to reach about $1.8 billion during the first 9 months of 2022, where 764 million as exports and 997 million as imports. In the investment aspects, there are many Indian projects in Jordan that are taking advantage of the distinguished economic relations and attractive investment climate of our country. Indian investments in the Jordanian phosphate and textile sector amount to nearly $1.3 billion. Also, in 2021, India ranked 10th in terms of investment in the Amman Stock Exchange, with a total investment value of $572 million. There are many successful Jordanian Indian companies in the field of chemical and phosphate industries in particular, naming the Jordanian India Fertilizers Company, established in 2008, the Indo-Jordan Chemicals Company, established in 1992 as a subsidiary of Jordan Phosphate Mines Company, and about 25 garment factories across Jordan, qualified industrial zones, QIZs, owned by Indians with an investment of over $300 million and employing over 10,000 persons. In the field of joint cooperation in the information technology sector, there are a number of cooperation agreements with the Indian side, which include training programs for Jordanians in various fields of technology and cybersecurity. As for the number of tourists that has grown over the years, though with the lack of direct flights that is hindering growth both in the tourism and the other economic sectors. Distinguished participants, fruitful cooperation can take many forms, the most important of which is cooperation at the investment, economic, and commercial level, which is what we hope to achieve between the Jordanian and the Indian sides. Based on that, it is important to focus on the untapped export opportunities in the fertilizer sector, which contains 452 million as untapped potential, according to ITC data. In addition to the chemical sector, which contains 165 million as untapped potential and 138 million in the mineral resource sector. Finally, we hope that Jordanian-Indian relations will continue to develop in the near future, as there will always be an opportunity for joint cooperation in promising sectors. Assuring you that the Jordanian Businessmen Association is always at your disposal for any assistance needed to develop our joint relations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, His Excellency. Now, this brings an end to the first session. We move on to the business investment opportunities in Jordan, which is session 2. To do the start, let me first welcome H.E. Zahir Al-Qatari, Secretary General, Ministry of Investment, who will present the opportunities in the information sector presented by Mr. Nada Al-Bitar, Chief Executive Officer, ICT Association of Jordan. It is Nida Al-Bitar. Sorry, sir. Over to you.
Mr. Zahir, sir.
Yes, sir.
You can start again, sir.
Excellencies, distinguished guests, our colleagues and friends, good afternoon to all. Allow me to present to you our investment climate in Jordan and the opportunity that we provide to investors, plus we give you a testimony of what we have in Jordan and what we have done during the last year. We said among ourselves to give messages why to invest in Jordan and to give you some reasons why to invest in Jordan. According to many reports that were issued from reputable agencies that they take care of growth, sustainability, and financial situation in the world, they have all come to one conclusion, which is Jordan have a resilient economy and has a stability and a stable outlook. And this is according to some of those agencies. Some of them are S&P Global, Moody's, and Fitch Ratings. Jordan enjoys a very stable political and fiscal system. We have a very strong financial and banking system in Jordan. We are one of the among the most powerful financial and banking system in the region and the MENA region, not only in the Arab region and the Middle East. We have financial policies that allow free transaction of assets, profits. So if investors established in Jordan, they can freely transfer their assets from outside Jordan to Jordan and from Jordan to wherever they want, and there is no restriction on the currency and on the amount. We have always enjoyed a modern infrastructure. We have a good web of roads. We consider to be one of the best logistical transit hub in the region. We have a very modern ports and roads, and we are linked to all over the region, and we go even beyond to reach in our roads and in our way to transfer the goods and the shipping. We reach Europe, US, and the Gulf states as well. We always enjoy a free market-oriented market. Jordan enjoy many of good relations with countries around the world. We have more than 50 plus free trade agreements that allows opening the markets to all investors, whether Jordanian, national, or international, and foreign investors as well. It gives you access to more than 1.5 million consumers around the world due this 50 plus free trade agreements, and this is one of the highest number for a single country to have when it comes to free trade agreements. We as well enjoy 37 double taxation agreements with 37 countries and more than 60 bilateral investment agreements that covers all over the world. So as well, we are environmentally responsible as well. We encourage green economy, green businesses in Jordan, and we have treated this sector in a good care in the previous years. Maybe you know that Jordan celebrates its first centennial this year, and we had a royal vision to upgrade all the systems in Jordan. That includes the public sector, economic sector, plus the political system. Our focus today will be in the economic modernization vision, where we have to reach the sustainability in all what we do, including sustainability and economic growth, plus upgrading the quality of life for the Jordanian people. The targeted goals under the economic vision is to reach 41.5 billion Jordanian dinars. That's amounted to $53 billion. This is targeted investors in the coming 10 years, and to reach a growth of 5% in the coming 10 years as well. We identified through the economic vision 8 main drivers for growth. Those showed on the screen. Investment is a main. Smart Jordan, that tackles education, higher education, data, R&D, and entrepreneurship startups. Future services, we started ICT, creative industry, healthcare, financial services. Destination Jordan, where we identified that Jordan is a hub for tourism, cultural and medical and wellness tourism as well. Faith tourism is a main part as well in Jordan, and we are a destination for film production. The high value industry was one of the drivers as well. Mining, chemical products, pharmaceutical, engineering products as well. Those are identified. Green Jordan, as I mentioned before, it's about green economy and green economic sectors is one of the main drivers within the economic vision. And mainly now we have as well the PPP projects that are identified, and this is one of the, let's say, highest ranked topics and hot topics in Jordan. As I said before, the targeted investment is 41 billion Jordanian dinar, and this is the targeted sectors that we are trying to reach this amount of during the coming 10 years, which is the high value industries 11 billion, the smart Jordan 1.7 billion, sustainable resources 4 billion, and the future services growing. The new things about the Jordanian investment climate is establishing a new ministry with the aim to support the investment. Last year, there was a royal decree to establish the ministry. We took all the procedures as government to establish the ministry. We finalized issuing the law, the new investment environment law, number 21 for the year 2022. This law aims to provide fair, equitable, and transparent treatment to investors, Jordanian and non-Jordanians, with no discrimination, and promoting and encouraging investment in Jordan as a whole. And we have as well the goal of digitizing and automating investor services and linking it to all the government sector institutions that they provide services to investors. This should be as well automated and digitized and linked together in a year. Sorry? No? Okay. In Jordan, we have many areas that we take care of as ministry. Is a lead agency when it comes to regulating development zones plus free zones. We have development zones, which is industrial zones that spread all over Jordan. Why is that? It's one of the areas where it's established, plus it's to serve the interest of the investors if they are interested in exporting north to Syria or to Israel, they can establish the investment in their investment in the industrial zone close to those borders. If they want to use the ports of Jordan and they want to use a location where they can easily export to the Gulf states plus Africa, they can go to the south of Jordan. And we have still the ones that they are in the heart of Jordan, which is in Amman and the nearest governorates. So the spread of the development zone is covering all Jordan, and it can serve the needs of the investors according to their interested market, labors, plus the type of investment. The new investment law, as I said before, set the rules to promote and to provide service and to do the aftercare and to advocate on behalf of the investors when it comes to the relationship with other agencies. Moreover, it's guarantee the protection of the investor rights, because when it's established, when it was published, one of our main, let's say, role is not to affect the right of investors, and there is a grandfathering clause that serves the interest and all the incentives and all the, let's say, the rights that investors took during his establishment, and this is for the current investors. Plus, we are leveling the fields by opening to investments and the rules of markets. And of course, the main is to be transparent and equal. The new law set 3 types of incentives. One is the basic incentives. The basic incentive, this is it's granted to all investments established in Jordan, and those are identified by the law. If you want the raw materials, if you want the machineries, and if you want as well the spare parts, it's all covered under the basic incentives. We have additional incentives. Those additional incentives will be granted to specific type of projects if they meet the definition of a strategic incentive strategic project, there's some requirement need to be there. It's about the location, the minimum amount of Jordanian that they are hiring, plus if they are transferring the technology, if they are on an area that needs developed, and if they are hiring a certain amount of women employment in Jordan, those criteria will be taken in consideration to grant additional incentives to those strategic projects in Jordan. And the additional incentives includes tax and custom exemptions and reduction from the cost of the infrastructure needed for the project to be taken if the government did not provide the infrastructure for this project. And this needs to be identified and clarified at the beginning. And we have as well in the law empowered the government to give on a procedural level one approval for a strategic investment if needed and if requested with a specific criteria. What we have as well in Jordan is the public-private partnership. This is an interest for the government, and this has been launched due to the need to give the best, let's say, services for Jordanian with infrastructural projects, with the partnership with the private sector, because we believe that maybe the private sector will do better in managing, establishing, and creating those kind of projects. We have identified 2 projects that they are already out for tendering, and we are now shortlisting and looking at the bidders, and it's in the final stage. We have 2 projects on the pipeline, and they will be launched for tender, I think, beginning of next year, hopefully, and other in the pipeline that they are still in the phases of the feasibility study. They cover transportation, energy, water, medical, and education. We identified some of the mega projects in the ministry and in Jordan that is investment opportunity, but they are the mega one. We have the future city, this near Amman and Zarqa, and this should be the administrative, the new city where government institutions will be shifted, hopefully, and this will be a new governorate. It's not only a city, it's a big one, and this is on the pipeline. Desalination and national conveyor, this is another project that is strategic as well in the pipeline. Sustainable agriculture, industry, and innovation park is one. National railway, because we are now finalizing the studies to link the south of Jordan to Amman through railway services, and as well we have the conventional centers and first. This is what we offered in Jordan, and we said that it's better to show you some of the already existing companies that they are international in Jordan, and they choose Jordan because they trust that we offer them the best platform that they are looking for, and the best place for their business to grow and to serve the region. And those are all, I think, familiar to you, and you know them all. Those are in the ICT sector, and they are all established and operated in Jordan, and many of them grow 10 times the size that they started some years ago. Thank you so much, and sorry for keeping you a little bit later maybe than scheduled, but we are here and ready to answer any questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Vechi Zahir. Can I ask Mr. Nidal Vitar to take over, please? Mr. Nidal?
Yes. How are you? I need to share the screen.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, yes. You can see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, good evening, everyone. And I would like to start by thanking Her Excellency Minister of Investment and His Excellency Secretary General of Investment the Global India Business Forum, ambassadors in India and Jordan, and the Businessmen Association, and all the people participating in this important webinar. And thank you for the opportunity to present to you why Jordan is a unique regional hub, tech hub, and how really we can cooperate with our Indian peers in this very important and promising sector. I just give you a very high level brief of the ICT sector in Jordan. We have around, as a country with 10 million plus people, we have around 700 plus IT companies, and they employ around 26,000 people. And total revenue is about $2 billion US. We have also additional 400 startups according to a startup map, which I will share with you shortly. And we have very high internet penetration. As His Excellency Zahir mentioned, we have really good infrastructure. We graduate every year around 7,000 students from IT-related colleges, and from 27 universities and 51 community colleges. We at Intaj, we were founded in year 2000 to serve the private ICT sector, and in partnership with Ministry of Digital Economy and Entrepreneurship and other stakeholders in the public and private sector. So we serve them through 6 major pillars, including advocacy and lobbying to create a business enabling environment, supporting the companies to be able to access to finance, to access markets, to promote digital economy with other sectors through various activities, and to ensure high quality of talents, of Jordanian talents from universities, as well as to facilitate with all the ecosystem players in the entrepreneurship domain and startups as well. This shows that we have a very vibrant entrepreneurship ecosystem. We have around 300 players in the ecosystem, from incubators, accelerators, support organizations, media, etc. And we also have a startup map which can be accessed through the Intaj website and startupjo.com. We verticalized the 400 plus startups based on 21 verticals. So we know exactly who's in fintech, who's in cybersecurity, who's in entertainment, who's in health tech, etc., and even sub verticals as well. Most of the startups in Jordan are in e-commerce. However, we also have good number in edtech, fintech, health tech, supply chain, etc. And Jordan actually, taken into consideration its size, if you compare it with other regional countries, was ranked number 4 in terms of funding in 2021. So, United Arab Emirates and Dubai specifically has been in this for a long time, and they have been spending a lot. Saudi Arabia, already a large country with wealth as well, and Egypt with 100 million people. Jordan with 10 million people became 4th. So this shows that we have high quality startups. And also we see that there has been evolution in investments deals since the past or for the past 5 years or more. Also, we can see that most of the startups that were invested in were in edtech, health tech, e-commerce, gaming, and fintech. Most of our companies, they utilize recent technologies such as AI, data science, IoT, blockchain, cloud computing, cybersecurity. So this is very important because this is what the digital transformation requires. And we have a lot of strong companies that serve different sectors, such as public sector, education sector, travel, tourism, health, telecommunication, entertainment, financial, insurance, and management. These sectors are served, and we have very great track record in serving these sectors, and they can be viewed through a portal called ipreach.jo. Jordan also provides around 75% or contributes of 75% of Arabic content to 400 million Arab speakers. So this is important because, this is a very big market and Arabic is important to penetrate this market. So Jordan is highly positioned in this area. Also, most of our exports have been to Saudi Arabia, UAE, Kuwait, Netherlands, USA, Iraq, etc. In terms of IT solutions and services. Most of the Jordanian sector workforce work as software developers. So we are very strong in software development. And Jordan has been very attractive to large international companies to provide to serve their customers from Jordan, such as Amazon. Actually, Amazon now they have more than 2,000 people, not 1,500 people, such as Cisco, Microsoft, Expedia, Bigo Technology, which is in Singapore and China, Huawei, Webhelp, Atipon, and there are others. And Jordan also has been doing great job in BPO and ITO in serving in covering the following areas such as customer care, software development, data analytics, digital or design and multimedia, tech support, as mentioned, and others. In order to ensure that the talents are up to the standards of the industry, we, in partnership with Ministry of Digital Economy and Entrepreneurship, created a special association called DigiSkills to ensure that we will be upskilling 30,000 youth within the coming 3 years and develop and manage and maintain effective labor market intelligence system, advocate for and contribute to improvements in the TVET sector for improved employability of graduates, matching supply and demand properly, and monitoring and evaluating the progress. So we're really very keen to ensure that we have the right talents who work in this industry, whether for local companies or any international companies interested to come to Jordan. Of course, this is in partnership with Ministry of Investment. Now, any company, they can have zero Jordan dinar investment, removing the requirements of minimum share capital contribution for foreign investors, zero sales tax in software specifically produced in Jordan, zero customs for any goods that are needed for any IT production input, 5% income tax also for software, and 0% income tax on exports. These are some of the initiatives that Intaj has been working on with its partners and stakeholders, whether related to startups, related to tech female empowerment, whether related to Arabic content, market intelligence function. And you may visit these websites or portals, oshbok.co, startupsjo.com, and ipreach.jo, as well as intaj.net in order to learn more about what I've been talking about. And of course, recently, the Economic Modernization Vision has been launched under the patronage of His Majesty. There are two strategic pillars. The first one is accelerated growth through unleashing Jordan's full economic potential, improved quality of life for all citizens, while sustainability is cornerstone of this future vision. Of course, there are economic growth pillar, guideline, and innovation is really a major one of these growth pillars, including export competitiveness, focus, investments, alignment, linkages, inclusiveness. This is the geographical location of Jordan. As you can see, it's very strategic location. And in the ICT sector, we really have and enjoy continuous royal support, availability of talents, gateway to a large market of 400 million Arab speakers, incentives and legislations, excellent infrastructure, great environment that includes security, social, weather, etc., and warm hospitality as well. That's why we encourage any international company, especially our Indian friends, if they want to do business in the region, they are more than welcome to come and explore partnering with Jordanian tech companies so they can go together to the regional markets, specifically Iraq, Saudi Arabia, where there are very huge and mega projects there. I'm done, and I thank you very much for listening. I'll be happy to receive any questions you may have.
Thank you, Mr. Nidal. Now we have the third speaker to speak on investment opportunities in the mining sector, presented by Amar Batane, Marketing and Sales Director, Arab Potash Company.
2 minutes connection disconnect.
Is Mr. Amar Batane there? Anybody from Arab Potash? I guess he is not online with us. Can I proceed to the next speaker, sir?
Yes.
Thank you. The next speaker is from, he will speak on investment opportunities in the mining and fertilizer sector, presented by Dr. Mohammad Alkayed, Director of Research and Business Development, Jordan Phosphate Mines Company. Is Dr. Mohammad here?
Yeah, I'm with you. Hi, how are you doing? Actually, yes, my colleague, Mr. Mohammed, he will be the speaker.
Okay.
Just 1 minute. Hold on, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sure.
Yeah. Hi, how are you doing, everybody? Let me just give you, I'm Dr. Mohammad Alkayed. I'm Director of Research and Business Development at JBMC, Jordan Mines Phosphate Mines Company. And let me just give you a brief of our company. Our company, it's a Jordanian company located in Jordan. And we are specialists in mining, phosphate mining, and industrial of phosphate to produce phosphoric acid and fertilizer, different type of fertilizer. We have different locations of mines from north of Jordan up to south of Jordan. The main mining location we have at Shidia. We have at the same mining location of Shidia, we have two different plants producing phosphoric acid, which is being exporting outside of Jordan. And in Aqaba, we have another complex which is it's called Aqaba complex, producing phosphoric acid and fertilizer and aluminum fluoride. And we have, in addition to that, we have phosphate export port, exporting phosphate to different areas and regions. That's our company brief. My colleague, Mr. Mohammed Abu Hazim, supposed to be a speaker for today. Just now, because he got something in urgent, so just now I called him, so he will be joining us very soon to continue his speech. And yeah, that's all. That's what I have right now.
Thank you, Doctor. In the meantime, then I see Mr. Amar is here. Mr. Amar, you are muted. Can you unmute yourself, please?
Apologies, sorry. I didn't see that. Yes, good day. How are you all?
Mr. Amar will speak on investment opportunities in the mining sector, Arab Potash Company. Over to you, Mr. Amar.
Yes. Thank you. Good day, everybody. My name is Mohammad Alkayed. I'm the maintenance director at our potash company. APC, we are potash producers. Maybe we have started our business from 1983. Our first customer actually that we have exported was IPL, India Potash Limited, which is an Indian company. So we have a long-term relationship with India from the day we have started the business. We produce around 2.6 million tons per year of potassium chloride, and maybe. Sorry guys, there is an echo. Somebody open the speaker, I think. Hello. Yes, and we produce around 2.6 million tons. I was saying 2.6 million tons per year of potassium chloride. It's mainly used for fertilizers. Small part of it is used for the industrial uses and the oil drilling business. Our main markets are in the Asian continent. So it's India, China, Southeast Asia, and we sell, of course, to Europe, Africa, and we have now our new, let's say, market and the targets is in the Latin America and North America, the Americas, which is North America and Brazil. We have two offices right now, overseas offices. We have one in Delhi and we have one in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. And we are on the process of or progress of opening our third office that will be in Sao Paulo, in Brazil. Beside that, we have joint ventures with other partners. We have NJFC, Nippon Jordan Fertilizer Company, which is an NPK producers. It's us and JPMC, the Joint Phosphate Mines Company. We have also the Jordan Bromine Company, which they produce bromide and derivatives. So it is with Albemarle. This is an American company. And we are we have internally also the expanding project of our production from 2.6 to increase our production. We have different schemes, and we are looking at these schemes. We are a major, let's say, supporter of fertilizers for our partners in India. We don't have any for the investment part. I'm not sure if this is the right way to say it, but maybe something will come in the future. But we have a lot of projects that's coming in terms of expansions, in terms of doing new products. So that might come by time. But today, I mean, this is our situation right now. Thank you. If anyone has any question or any inquiries, they are most welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Amar. The question answers will be kept at the last after we finish all the presentation. Thank you.
All right.
Now we will have Dr. Magdadi. Is your colleague here already?
Yeah, he already joined us.
So, okay, over to you. Over to you, sir.
Mohammad Abu Hazim.
Okay, over to him, sir. If he's online, can he start?
Okay. Good evening for everybody. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. My name is Mohammad Abu Hazim. I'm Director for Mines and Mining in JBMC Phosphate. My colleague is told a brief about Jordan Phosphate Mining. We have 3 mines in Shadiya, Al Hassa, and Al Abyad mines. The main mine is Shadiya mine. It's the main Shadiya mine. Our annual production for 2022, it's around 11 million metric ton from phosphate. We have mainly JV with Jordan with the Indian company EFCO, and we have for P2O5 solution phosphoric acid in Shadiya. And we have owned by JBMC and Aqaba Fertilizer to do the P2O5, and we have another farm in IGC. We have many vessel or many projector in phosphate and P2O5 and aluminum fluoride, and we have many relationship with many company in India. And you know that we have 70% of our rock phosphate export is to Indian market of phosphate. Our phosphate has a very good quality, and we have different grades of phosphate in our mines. And we have very low of the heavy metals, and it's acceptable. And we are export the phosphate rock for the Europe and India and many countries of the world of the phosphate. And we have many expansion. Now we have doing the for expansion the production in phosphate. We are looking for to do annual production of phosphate to do 30 million metric ton of phosphate per year in 2023. To do that, we hope to do the 30 million metric ton of phosphate in 2023. Our company is ready for any production or any joint venture with any companies, India or any other thing. And thanks for all of your friends. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
We're all waiting for
Thank
you.
you. Can I now ask Mr. Sanil Kumar, Chairman, Managing Director, Classic Fashions Apparel Industry Company, to share his success story for Indian investment in Jordan. Mr. Sanil, I can see you. Yeah. Hello. We can't hear you, sir. Mr. Sanil, you're not audible. You need to unmute yourself. No, I can't hear. Can anybody, is he audible or it's just me?
No, there's no voice.
Yeah, there's no sound. No, we still can't hear you.
Then my system is perfect. Yeah. Can you?
Yeah, now you can.
Yes.
Yeah, now we can hear.
That is perfect. So first of all, good afternoon to Her Excellency, the Minister of Investment, His Excellency, the Ambassador of Jordan to India, and my colleagues and peers. Yeah, my name is Sanal Kumar, and I'm from India. And I'm in Jordan for the last 22 plus years. I went to Jordan in 2000. And initially, I went to set up a plant, a garment manufacturing plant in Jordan. And in 2003, I started my business in Jordan. The main reason for me starting the business in Jordan is the bureaucratic climate, or the government support, or the accessibility to the government. And that is what encouraged me to take a venture in, or an adventure in starting this business over there. And to start with just 300 people in 2003, did a small turnover of $2 million. And today, a Classic Fashion as a company, we have 22 factories in Jordan, and we have invested close to $500 million in infrastructure. We have 32,500 people working for us. 6,000 of them are Jordanians, and 5,000 plus are from India, Indians. And the countries from so the people from Bangladesh, of $806 million last year, and heading towards $1 billion turnover this year. And all this I could do because of whatever other people talked about, the support the country offers to the investors in Jordan, and the accessibility that we all can have with the decision makers. So that is what helped me to consolidate this business over there. So I strongly recommend our Indian friends, if they have any plan to understand and do business in Jordan. My business may not be helping India except the 5,000 or 6,000 jobs that I created for Indians. Otherwise, I export all the garments that manufacture in Jordan into the US, Canada, and Europe. That's what I do. But this job that I could create, whereas I could see the rest of the business that people are talking about, Indian business community and the government of India as well. The India as a country is benefiting through potash, phosphates, and other things. Whereas that particular connectivity is not there in my business, but at the same time, if anybody want to invest in that country, because Jordan enjoys duty-free benefit into US, into Canada, into Europe, UK as well, all GCC countries, and that definitely can help most of the business activities from there. And that is what I can talk about it. And I mean, we are not only invested $500 million as of today, we are setting up, going further vertical in terms of we are going to make our own fabrics. We are going to make a lot of accessories required for manufacturing garments that also we are going to do in Jordan. So we have an ambitious plan, and we are definitely going with that plan with the support that we enjoy from the government. This is where it stands, and I'm more than happy if people have questions for me to answer, and in whatever way I can connect and support a prospective investor into the country, into Jordan, I'm more than welcoming them to come over. They can reach out to me, and I can definitely help them to connect with the concerned authorities to do things whatever they want to do. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sanal, for sharing your experience with investments in Jordan. Now, this brings an end to the second session where the presentation of the Jordanian companies were concerned. Now, the third session, the podium is now open for question answers. So you can unmute everybody, Robert, so they may ask questions, or if anybody wants to ask through us, so please type in the chat box.
I prefer.
Questions, please.
Okay.
Good evening.
Don't mind, Ms. Neil, Her Excellency the Minister, Ms. Urud is having a meeting now. It will start in a few minutes, and she has to leave here, Mr. Zahar Qatarno. And therefore, I'll be from Jordanian side. I'll take care of the questions, and we can go there from there together.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you very much. I want to thank you because it was programmed for only 1 hour at my calendar, so I had other meeting that I should. But I'm very pleased and honored to be with you today, and I look forward to grow the investment, the Indian investment in Jordan, and for many investors to come in. And we're ready to answer any question. The Secretary General, His Excellency, and Mr. Ali will stay to answer any question if needed.
All right. Noted, Her Excellency. Thank you. Thank you.
محمد يعطيك العافية. Nidal, everybody, Mr. Ammar, and all our Indian guests. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency. شكرا. يعطيك العافية.
Thank you.
يعطيك العافية.
Mr. Parmeshwaran, you had a question?
Yeah, good evening. Thank you, Your Excellency, and thank you, everyone. I want to ask you regarding investment of snacks in Jordan, like for example, eatery outlet. So, what is the position out there? I mean, what is the basic diet involved in Jordan? I mean, are they into vegetarianism or only non-veg?
This is regarding the food.
Yeah, food industry.
The food industry for snacks.
Yeah, for snacks.
Okay. Anybody would that take that question?
Because, madam, the thing is because we are having a plan of going for a vegan product, vegan. Okay, but it is not normal burger. It tastes like meat, but it is a jackfruit burger.
So are you planning on opening an outlet there, an investment in Jordan?
No. The thing is, I'm looking for a buyer from the is it feasible? I wanted to know whether.
You want the feasibility. Anybody can take that question from Jordan. Sir, Sir Secretary General, can you? Yeah.
Yes. His Excellency is with you.
Yeah, thank you for your interest. Yeah, I think that we got you clearly that you are looking for some supplier to your product which is vegan from India to Amman, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So if you can type in your contacts, and we can make sure to transfer it to the correct and the right people that they deal with this food industry and food imports. And we'll ask them to talk to you in details about it. But type in your contacts and we will make sure to link you with someone else. And for importing food from Jordan, we have some standards that they need to be met. And as well, there are some certain procedures in terms of quality control and in terms of FDA, which is all these sanitary requirements. So if you meet it, it will be easily imported to Jordan. So we'll link you to the right people, and we will, and you take it from there and to deep discuss it with them.
Excuse me, sir. How much stringent are the rules in food laws out there in Jordan?
How much what?
How strict are the rules? How strict are the rules regarding food products?
Yeah, and it's normal because anyway, the Jordanian food production is a little bit higher in quality than the region and some of the regions. So you should meet these standards. And it's all about safety and quality control. We don't do like the European one, which is the traceability. It's not there yet in Jordan, but it should be in good quality food and safe to people. And yeah, and the ingredients should be clarified for the FDA in Jordan to give you the clearance for dealing with this product.
Thank you.
Mr. Parmeshwaran, my marketing team will get in touch with you and they will liaise between you and the Jordan embassy for your answers.
Sure.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Yeah. My next question is from one of our attendees, participant here. It's regarding Ayurvedic medicines, the herbal medicines. What is Jordan's policy for Ayurvedic and or herbal medicines in Jordan?
Medicine.
I think this is a question again for you, His Excellency Secretary General, regarding herbal medicines.
Don't worry. For medicine, you know, Jordan is one of the main producers of medicine in the region. We have our market is open for import, and as well we have managed to export, and we even have many manufacturers in Jordan that they already established their manufacturer facilities in different regions in Asia, Africa, Europe, and in the US and Canada as well. So our policy is open. We import and we export medicine, and there is no restrictions. But you know, there are some licenses that there should be granted, and you need to have maybe some local suppliers, and it's the same for importing from Jordan to India, let's say.
Dr. Sujata Vaidya, you got your answer?
I'd like to know where we can apply for these licenses. If it can come in the chat box, then we can connect with the correct authorities. Thanks.
Okay, so we can send you the link of Jordan FDA. Plus, we have medical producers association as well. We can send you the link or the contact for them, and you can discuss with them, because they are dealing with manufacturing, they're taking the licenses, and they are taking even the ministry, the Chamber of Industry as well. There's a lot of manufacturer and pharmaceutical there, and the Chamber of Commerce. And I'm sure that the Businessmen Association, they deal with some supply of medicine in Jordan as well. So we can link you to the right people. If you can write clearly what you want to us and you send us an email, we can respond to it.
Thank you, sir. The next question is to Mr. Sanil Kumar. How good is bespoke clothing requirement in Jordan? You're muted, sir.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm sorry I didn't get the question right.
The question is, how good is bespoke clothing requirement in Jordan?
Bespoke clothing requirement. Clothing
Mr.
requirement.
Paramjit, yeah.
Are you talking
Mr.
about clothing?
Premjit Singh, are you there? If you can just specify your questions.
Yeah, so this is Premjit Singh, and bespoke clothing pertains to custom tailored clothes.
Okay.
Which are not mass clothing, which is a custom tailored cloth. So that is what I
You
wanted to check.
you would like to know the potential of possibly the custom tailors clothes selling in Jordan. Am I right?
Exactly. Because we are doing that business in India, and we want to branch out to see what is the possibility there.
I should say that it is not a big market, if you ask me about it, because today's world is, I mean, the Jordanians in general, they are depending on the brands, which is very well aware over there. At the same time, there are custom tailors also. There are companies, but it's not going to be a big market if you want to compare with UAE or Saudi Arabia or things like that. But the thing is, as I can definitely connect to the people who does this job and see the potential of selling your products over there. But I can tell you that it's not going to be a big market.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. There's another question. Kindly focus more on TIC industries.
1 second.
What's the opportunity in Jordan of TIC? Mr. Vardindu, you need to explain your question.
Which sector? The ICT?
TIC. Yeah, TIC is the question here. Mr. Vardindu, can you just explain the TIC?
Yeah, TIC stands for Testing, Inspection and Certification Industries. This is applicable for all type of industries, right?
This is certification you're talking about?
Yeah.
It's a certification.
Testing, inspection and certifications, right? So every country has their own certification. Like India has the all product of the IS certification. Then we follow up the international certifications. Right, a standard of the international rules. So any specific of the Jordan, at the Jordan, what is the opportunity over there for the TICs, and what type of license, local license is required, or it is only the international license or international rule will be applicable? And how much opportunity if the Indian Indian company will be coming over there to invest of that? What the opportunity and the values over there. So that's the reason I would like to more focus on that overall on the TIC industries.
This is a certification like that of ISO certification.
Yeah, ISO is the international certification, right?
Yeah, you're talking on similar lines.
Similar lines, yeah. That will be the Indian country has own license, own certification systems, right? We have the Indian certification. You can have the British certifications, right? So Malaysia have the particular license. You must have to the Petronas license, or you should be the the Malaysian. Some of the such type of things is every country have. So what is in the TIC industries? What is applicable? And is it there any opportunity of the business?
Okay.
For the service industry, related to the service, this is not related to any products. It is applicable of the all industries, oil and gas, petrochemical, refinery, telecommunications. Whenever the quality is related, these three parts will be concerned on that.
Okay.
Can I give a small input, Your Excellency, on that question? Basically, there is Royal Scientific Society. That is the institution which does the certification. So it is not like ISI or particular certification for anything. The standardization, whether it is for construction industry or whether it is for food industry or for any industry, it is the Royal Scientific Society which need to approve the product for you to import into Jordan and consume in Jordan. If that is your question, that is the answer. But His Excellency can possibly give more insight into it.
No, actually correct. We have the Royal Scientific Society that deals with all those testing and gives all the clearance for all kinds and type of products. We have GESMO, which is Georgian Standard and Metrology, that they set the rules for all those standards that need to be met as well. And it depends if you are interested in opening a center that do this test as well. There are some requirements that need to be fulfilled, and there is as well some requirement and some, let's say, recognition and acknowledgement that need to be linked to these type of centers. But what we have now is we have the Royal Scientific Society, and we have a small, let's say, number of centers when it comes to specific products, let's say, but it's not big ones that it's widely used. The only one that is major and everybody, let's say, they are using is the Royal Scientific Society, where it's the one that is even trustworthy to give you all the reports that you want. But we can look into a clear request from your side and send you the clarification and all the requirements through the focal point of this meeting.
Okay, thank you. There is one question related to hygiene, the waste management on hygienic products such as sanitary napkins, diapers. What policy does Jordan practice for sanitary napkin disposal?
Can you repeat again?
What is Jordan's policy for sanitary napkins disposal? It's basically waste management for health products or hygiene.
We have some regulations regarding the health waste, because this is a little bit restricted. We have the medical ones, we have as you said, the non-medical but chemical waste as well. They are all regulated by the Ministry of Environment, and there are some restricted area where they could be disposed in, and they should be stored in and dealt with each according to the specific treatment clarified by the Ministry of Environment.
Right.
And if you are,
sorry.
they mean something about importing those kind of waste in Jordan, is restricted and needs specific, let's say, clarification, but it's not granted because this will deal with cautious.
Right. The final question that we have is, what is the prospect for tissue cultured plants and also ornamental plants?
The tissue culture plant, sorry?
Yeah, the plants, yes. Horticulture, agriculture, horticulture basically for tissue culture, something that is cultured in a tissue, in a petri dish. And also for the ornamental plants, that is the indoor plants, the outdoor plants. So it's more of a horticulture question.
Architecture, you mean?
Horticulture, yeah. The plants, gardening.
Planting, okay. I think I need to see it written, those clear questions, so as to give you a clear answer. But if you are talking about the agriculture, as I said, Jordan is well known with its agricultural products. We are considered to be the basket of the Middle East because we plant all over the year because of our special atmosphere. We have special dedicated area where the atmosphere is stable all over the year, although we have a full 4 seasons. And since we are one of the the main producer of fertilizers. So you can imagine that we have in agriculture policies that we even gives the support for agriculture, food manufacturing as well, and for farming. But again, I need to maybe receive a clear request and clear asks to get you the response from the responsible agencies.
Right, sir. Any questions can be emailed to Global India Business Forum. Yeah.
Neil, I have a question. Ravi Kajaria here.
Yes, Ravi.
Sorry, I'm driving. I was supposed to be at my office by this time, but looking at this, I have a question. First of all, thank you, Your Highness, Excellency, for giving such a wonderful presentation. See, we are into CIO consulting, CIO advisory, and focusing on MSME segment. And there are a lot of MSMEs whom we provide consulting on the information technology. When I say consulting, this is more at a strategic level. We interact with the director levels and help them with the IT strategy. Something that the MSME today lacks this kind of a strategy around. Now, top 5 consulting firms do this for the larger companies, but no one does for MSMEs. So we wish to know, how we can help them, the MSMEs in Jordan to explore this in a hybrid manner from India, and being there, whenever required, and also help them with the cost optimization, of course, for the IT solutions that are to be provided. Is there a scope for such kind of a service?
Mr. Nigel, this is for you.
Yes, thank you very much for the question. Actually, this thing is needed. However, taken into consideration that most of our sector's companies are MSMEs, I think we need to learn more about the services that your organization provides and the pricing structure and all these things, and we can take it from there. I will be happy to receive more information through the email which I shared during the chat or through the India forum.
Sure.
And we can take it from there if you wish.
Definitely. I will surely follow up on this one and send you the required service offerings that we provide. Thank you so much.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you, Ravi. Thank you, Mr. Nigel. I think we are coming to the close of the session. So any questions and clarifications and answers required, please get in touch with Global India Business Forum, our marketing team, and along with the Embassy of Jordan, will be very happy to clarify any other questions that you may have so regarding to your individual sectors. Now, having said that, this brings in an end to our session, and the vote of thanks is my responsibility. I begin with thanking Her Excellency Khalud Sakaf, Ministry of Investment, for her time and sharing her views on what she looks forward to do with India in terms of trade and business. Then coming in next, His Excellency Mr. Mohammad Alkayed, Ambassador of Jordan to India. It was nice to listen to you, sir. Thank you for your time. And then, of course, Dr. Jitendra Joshi for highlighting his insight and his expectations from the MSME from both the countries. And of course, Mr. Michael Najal, board members of Jordanian Businessmen Association. Thank you, sir, for your words also. I also take this opportunity to thank the investment bodies in Jordan for sharing their company details, as well as their insight and what they do and expect from the Indian market. We definitely will get in touch with you. Not last, Mr. Sanil Kumar, for sharing your experience, which is definitely a case study. And we will get in touch with you for anything regarding the textile industry. We have clients who may have questions for you, but giving the time, we will take up the questions and share it with Mr. Ali or with you directly. Next in line is my team who made this possible, my IT, my marketing, my coordination team. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Jitendra Joshi, for giving the entire MSME globally the podium and the platform to discuss and share and see how well we can live together in an ecosystem, making it possible to do business. Thank you for your time. Thank you, everybody, the participants. Sorry, we couldn't take all the questions. Please drop in your questions to the coordinator at gibf.biz, gibfmarketing@gmail.com. It is there on the chat. Make a note of it. You can share your questions and we can come back to you with the answers. Thank you, everybody. Stay safe. Salamat. Sabah khair. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye. Thanks.
Thank you, Neil.
Thank you so much.
God bless you. God bless you. Take care. Bye.